Porter, there's a group of ruffian scouts progressing up the southern road and toward Far End. I'm going to need you to make sure they never reach their destination.
Why send me? Tinruth's been tracking that group for the past 2 days.
You have experience in that region, and your skills as an archer will prove invaluable.
I haven't eaten a thing in at least 3 hours. I should get back to my armchair.
What are you doing here? Wait, Foreman sent you to retrieve me again, didn't he? Well, I can't go back now, no matter what he wants. Yes, I have it. That's what Thorman wanted to know. But if I go back now, I'll be empty-handed. So, I came up with a plan. You don't know that. In fact, he'll probably congratulate me on my quick thinking and flawless decision-making under pressure. Alright, so the construction master arrived about 10 minutes ago. With him out of the picture, this mill will fall about several weeks behind schedule. On top of that, we can sabotage the site so when a new overseer takes over, it'll be delayed even longer. Any questions? I salvaged some of the wooden boards from the old mill. With a little bit of time and careful handiwork, I managed to degrade their quality. They look normal, but they're mostly hollow, and they'll split when too much weight is resting upon them. I'll need you to replace my sabotage boards with theirs. Hey, just leave it to me! Alright, wait here. I'll take out the construction master. Then you can proceed with the sabotaging. Good. This won't take long. Hey you! Where do the new workers sign up?
What? Who are you? You don't look like one of my men.
Oh, what happened?
Take this accursed thing from me. I don't want to see it ever again. Have you ever wished you'd never seen the truth? Ever regretted the first moment you questioned your existence? Probably not, so I wouldn't expect you to understand.
So, I sent you out to find Tinruth, and in return you sabotaged the construction of one of our enemy's mills? I'm impressed. Good work. There's no need to get arrogant. I suspected that already, hence why I addressed you. Be careful of whom you bore with continuous questions. They may seek vengeance. What would you like to do next? By ourselves investigating some trouble down in the... Assuming she hasn't veered off her set course, she'll be somewhere around the Dolvings by... If you wish to aid her, you should look there.
What do you want?
I assume Thorman sent you here. Good, I could use some backup. Over the past week, we've discovered a lot of stolen tobacco exports from the farms in the south. Specifically, the majority seems to be going out of the Shire's southern gates. Earlier, I noticed a few empty ruffian-piloted wagons entering this region. And just recently they returned full of stolen tobacco. Luckily for us, they appear to have stopped for a... We should be able to take out their escort and sabotage their wagons, but we must hurry. Sure.
Somebody's out there. I just know it.
You bring upon yourself ruin.
Filthy work! I'll get you. You're nothing compared to me. Is this supposed to be a challenge? I've got a puppy at home to think about. And with an army behind me. I'm just here to rob little folk. I wasn't prepared for this. I'll be back. We'll meet again, I promise you.
This land belongs to the halflings, not you. One more to go. I believe our work here is done. You should talk to Thorman again when we return to the base. Not at all. What's on your mind? There's a lot to do. How about sometime later?
Durusk, how did the chase down in the grass fields go?
Our lead had me tracking the wrong people. They were deserters, wanting nothing more than to escape the darkness they were deceived into serving.
So you let them go then?
I was too late. Their former allies slaughtered them in the night, every last one.
Monsters.
Such is the way of the evil knocking at our doorstep. There's a lot. Is there something you need? What would you like to do next? Durusk is down in the fields by Tuckbur. The ruffians over in that area, they're getting braver. More foolish, even. They're no longer worried about keeping their work discreet. I suppose, with their current numbers, they no longer feel obliged to hide themselves. And with the stubbornness of some halflings, well, you can see where this is going. One of the halflings decided to have a talk with some of the bandits yesterday. Without getting into needless detail, the farmer managed to chase these ruffians off of his property. But they won't be humiliated by those they think they can lord over. They'll be back, and Curtin will be killed, unless we can interfere. As I said before, you won't be doing this alone. Durusk is already there, and he's waiting for your arrival. I'd also expect the farmer and his sons will aid in the defense of their home. From my reports, you'll need all the help you can get anyway. Now get out of here, and make sure the first halfling to stand up for his freedom doesn't become the first halfling to have died taking that stand.
Sure.
Why are you here, if I'm... What's your business here?
Good, you've made it. We've taken out a few scouts so far, but I doubt we discouraged the main force any. They'll be preparing for their primary assault any minute now. There are 3 caves surrounding this farm. From what I've gathered, there's a ruffian garrison held up in each of them. The problem? There's one southwest, one east, and one north. They'll have us surrounded when they invade. Sure, they're not warriors, and by all means they're weak, but this is their home, and they'll die defending it if they have to. Let's just try to make sure that doesn't happen. Curtin and his family have been busy stacking crates, chairs, barrels, and just about everything they own as cover. Use that to your advantage. All right, people, get ready. They'll be here soon.
I should get back to my armchair.
That's them. Let them have it.
There's so many of them.
Filthy worm! I can see you. You better run, Rob Little Folk. I wasn't prepared for this. Please. Getting out of here. I'll make you suffer. There is no escape. I'll be back.
That's them. Let them have it.
This is madness.
Filthy worm.
Back, you devil!
I'll get you. I'll make you suffer. I'll see you flame. We'll meet again, I promise you.
You will not live long enough to harm another soul.
Good. I've grown tired of fighting with these pathetic halflings. I'll get you for that. I can see your blood. Oh, there's that poor little ranger bleeding. You're nothing compared to me. I'm getting out of here. Or make you suffer.
Oh my.
Stay back!
We'll meet again. I promise you.
This is
You think you're tough? You better run while you still can.
There's so many of them.
Filthy worm. I'll get you for that. Have more revenge. I'm just here to rob little folk. I wasn't prepared for...
Back, you devil! Ask for a little piece of... quiet. They're gone! We won! I'd always heard of you Rangers and what you could do, but I ain't ever believed it. With you out there watching over us, well, I think we may yet survive this.
I suppose I have some time. What about? All right then.
Thormin wants to talk to you. What have you gotten yourself into this time?
Could be anything from not telling him when I left to completing the mission too quickly. You know how Thormin is. Everything's got to be done exactly as it has always been. Got to follow the procedure right down to the letter. Not at all. What's on your mind? Indeed I have. Here you are. This should cover the basics. See you.
There's a lot to do. Speak your piece. What would you like to do next? The enemy's men have also seized control of Pathmeet. With their current momentum, I suppose it was inevitable. Fordant has already been dispatched to investigate the new outpost they set up there. I'll need you to join him. Pathmeet, as its name suggests, is where all the roads west of Havington join together. It's also a popular hub for trade and travel. Overpowering the locals and setting up shop was a very strategic move by the ruffians. That's what I like to hear. Go get it done, Ranger. Sure.
Something in... Maybe later, alright? I prefer to focus on the present or future for the moment.
I was wondering if you'd ever show up. Go ahead and get comfortable. We might be waiting a while. Right now, observing. Not much else can be done. From what I've overheard, a runner is supposed to arrive soon and obtain a message that he'll carry to a ruffian outpost in the south. Because from the way they were talking, whatever's in that letter is something they don't want us to know, which, naturally, only piques my interest. I like your thinking, friend. Yes, I plan on securing the information within. We must be patient and not provoke the ruffians. When he does, however, one of us will need to distract the bandits while the other catches the runner. Taking the amusing task. No matter, I would have chosen the same. Alright, remember, don't startle anything until I say so. Curses! The runner is a halfling. There's a change of plans needed. You can't harm him, and that's going to make my job more difficult. Regardless, stay steady. Now, keep those ruffians off my back!
Well, you can tell me I didn't. Filthy worm! I'll get you for that! Pathetic worms! Or make you suffer.
Here's the letter. Take it to Thormin. I'm sure he'll be eager to see it.
Ah, there you are. You're a hard woman to track down, and you are beginning to make quite the name for yourself here. But perhaps I have you at a disadvantage, for you may not remember me. Ah, indeed. That was amusing, wasn't it? I hope my little ruse didn't cause too much trouble. I'm overjoyed to hear I made a lasting impression. I come to you with a proposal. You are out here to stop my operation. I assume you suspect I orchestrated all the events that have you running around the Shire, but let's be honest with each other. Who do you think will survive this conflict? Do you have any idea how many supporters I have gathered over the past months? I think it would surprise you. And just look at your own company. How could a band of warriors so few make a difference? This is without mentioning their lack of order and instability as a group. Should one stray just a little, their quest will fail, and the others will be slain. No, you should join me. Together, we can achieve what the others cannot. We can save this land from the evils of the East. But we must act quickly, and set up our defenses before the orcs arrive. This offer won't last. I expect a reply from you right now. How unfortunate. It seems you have sealed your fate. Enjoy your life in the light while you can. Before too long, my claws will be in your mind, and your years will be filled with servitude. I will allow you one bit of free will once I've become master of this region. You will remember this day as the moment you chose death and despair. But one last thing. Tell my brother my bonds are loose and loyalty free. How typical. He never told you, did he? You are prepared to serve a man who will order me killed, but never explain whose life is being taken. You are nothing more than a puppet, sent to clean up her master's mistakes. And what happens if you succeed? Do you think Thorman will still accept you as a ranger when you have dealt with me? No, you are not a ranger now. Even with this, he has deceived you. He has started you down a path built upon lies. When you reach the end, and the end you will see, you will be cast out, abandoned. And then Thorman will find another to do his bidding, to slay you. For the cycle must continue. Consider my words carefully. Not everything is as it seems.
You did. What did he have to say? Did he? And how did you respond? It is as I suspected. How low the mighty have fallen. Alas, he has made up his mind. And I stand by mine. Such a pity that it has come to this. He must be stopped. So, he has become one with the Dark Nenamorians. That would explain his change in name. There's no doubt with this he informed you of our bond, our brotherhood. I see no reason to hide it any longer. He is my younger brother, or he was, at least. Whatever you want to know about this, we can discuss it later. No more secrets. But now, we must focus on Durkoth's plans. By the stars! Does he think himself a ruler? Oh, such folly. Not to mention hubris. He must be stopped. We cannot allow this to happen. I will inform the others. At least now we understand what he is working towards. How did he come up with such a radical plan? I should have known it would come to this. It would seem I am the cause of recent events. But I cannot pity my decisions now, for this moment calls for action.
Thorman! I found the enemy's lair. I tracked Durkoth after he spoke with the outsider. He dwells in an old tower near the Huckleberry Ferry. We know where he hides now.
A tower? There's no tower down there. Impossible.
How much are you willing to place on that statement, Captain? A spell of concealment rests upon its gate. Only through dark speech does the structure appear visible. Luckily, I overheard the entrance riddle. Fulgat Isgu Suringat, Durbat Isgu Azat.
To dwell we gather, to rule we kill. That is the translation to those words. But you found Durkoth's lair. That is most excellent news. We can end this right now. Assemble the Rangers. Let us prepare to assault our enemy's hideout. Outlander, if there's something you wish to say before we go, I'd suggest you do it now. You may not get another chance. Make it quick. What are the specifics? Morthir. That was his name. I'm sorry. You asked him. But anyway, I suppose nearly a decade after the last incident, Morthir and I grew to rangerhood. We spent the following years wandering Middle Nirn in search of people to protect and towns to watch over. Usual ranger duties assigned to the younger of our race. Not long after we received word that the sword of a legendary ranger captain had been resting in a cave just south of our camp. The blade, Cirist, as it was called, was known for the great many deeds it performed in battle. So, I did what any young ranger would have done. No, actually I pushed Morthir into the cave first. There was a reason that sword had rested there as long as it did, and I wasn't going to be the first to find out why. Indeed I was. I ran into the cave myself shortly afterward. There was a hole not too far in, but it was covered in shadow and neither of us saw it. There's no telling how long I spent falling through the air. It felt like forever. However, eventually, I landed down. Not on rock, gravel, or water, mind you. Right beside Morthir, actually, who was still cursing from the stunt I pulled earlier. We cut ourselves down only to land upon another, and so on until... But by that time, movement could be heard above us, coming quickly and without caution. When spider webs are present, spiders themselves are pitch black, it still was, and we could not tell how near they were, but we knew they were coming close. So, I did what any young ranger would at that point. We ran, and whether by chance or the will of a higher power, we found an exit, and took refuge in the daylight. The few spiders who'd found courage enough to pursue us were cut down easily. But nevertheless, that was the last time I attempted such foolishness. Cirist? Of course I did. It was lying in the dirt when we cut ourselves from the webs. I managed to grab it just seconds before our quick escape. But alas, we can talk more about this later. The hour is late, and much work still needs doing.
Not at all. What's on your mind? There's a lot to do. Not at all. What's on your mind? All right then.
See you.
Not at all. What's on your mind? Back for more, eh? I suspected you would. Here, give this a run through.
Hey, Fire Cell! How about a game of riddles?
Not now, Tinruth. I'm busy. Why don't you ask Foradant?
Well, just between you and me, I think he cheats.
I heard that.